So we believe that Jesus Christ, Isa Nabiullah alayhi salam, has died and he never went into the sky. He was buried in India, in Kashmir, at the age of 120, and he never went into the sky, so he can never come down from the sky. So there is no question of Jesus coming back to the earth from the sky, because physically he never went into the sky. After 1900, when they themselves became disappointed by the coming of the Messiah from the sky, then they stopped giving dates and they started saying Jesus is coming soon. So for more than 100 years, Christians are saying Jesus is coming soon, and the Jesus of their understanding is not coming from the sky.
Viewers, you welcome to Adishia TV. Today we are talking about the Ahmadi faith. You and I, we know more about other faiths in Ghana. We know about Islam. But when we come into Islam, we have so many branches in Islam. Today we want to talk about the Ahmadis, what their faith, what the basis of their faith, and what their faith is all about. And to help me do this thing, I have the original missionary with me, who is going to help us to understand more about the Ahmadis faith. Without much ado, let's go to the original missionary. So, say, can you tell us about yourself for the sake of our viewers?
My name is Shahid Mahmood Ahmed. I am the Ahmadiyya Muslim missionary in Rongahapo region of Ghana.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, sir, we want to know more about the Ahmadis faith. When we talk of the Ahmadis faith, what is the basis of your faith?
The Ahmadiyya Muslim faith is evident from the name Muslim. It means our beliefs are exactly the same as that of the mainstream Muslims. Our beliefs are not any different from the mainstream Muslims in the basics. For example, they believe in one God, we also believe in one God. So all the basics of Islam you will find in the Ahmadiyya Muslim. We believe in one God, we believe in the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be the greatest prophet of God. We believe in the Holy Quran to be the final law sent by God. We believe in all the prophets before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We believe in all the divine books that came before the Holy Quran. So this is about our basic tenets of Ahmadiyya Muslim. And besides that, Ahmadiyya Muslims believe that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam prophesied about a reformer that was to come in the latter days. So we believe that that reformer, which came according to the prophecies of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission. His name is Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, and he was born in Qadian. He claimed to be the Messiah for this age. He claimed to be the Mahdi for this age.
Thank you, sir. So you've talked more about your faith. Let me say the basis of your faith. As you all know, we have so many sects of Islam in Ghana here. And you talk about, let me say, we are now talking about the Ahmadis. What makes you different from the other set of Islam?
One basic difference between the Ahmadiyya and the other Muslims is that the other Muslims are waiting for the Imam Mahdi and Messiah. And we believe that that Imam Mahdi and Messiah has already come in. This is the basic difference between the other non-Ahmadi Muslims and the Ahmadiyya Muslims. They believe that Imam Mahdi hasn't come yet, and Jesus Christ, Isa Nabiullah alayhi salam, is alive in the sky. He will come down, and then Imam Mahdi will appear in the world, and both of them will reform the world together. So we believe that Jesus Christ, Isa Nabiullah alayhi salam, has died and he never went into the sky. He was buried in India, in Kashmir, at the age of 120, and he never went into the sky, so he can never come down from the sky. So there is no question of Jesus coming back to the earth from the sky, because physically he never went into the sky. So this is our belief. So we believe that the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission is the Messiah, about whom the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam prophesied. This is the Messiah about whom Jesus Christ alayhi salam also prophesied in the form of his second coming. So we believe that the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission is that Messiah and is that Imam Mahdi, about whom there are many prophecies in different religions.
Okay, and there are so many prophecies in different religions concerning the Imam Ahmadi. So, can you give us some of the prophecies concerning Imam Ahmadi?
Yes.
Okay.
So we believe that Islam never came to start the wars. Islam, the word Islam means peace. The word Islam means peace. When we say Assalamu alaikum, it means peace be unto you. So our religion, the name of our religion is peace. And when we greet somebody, we send peace. So how can we fight? So it is an allegation on the Muslims that Muslims fight. And now this Boko Haram and this Daesh and ISIS and these are the people who, I believe that they don't propagate the message of Islam. They have their own agendas, and they are using the name of Islam to for their own agenda and for their own purposes. And that is why Islam is being targeted everywhere now. Islam is a religion of fighting and war.
Okay. Welcome back. So, can you help us know more about the Imam Ahmadi?
The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Lal Mahdi illa Isa. This hadith is recorded in Ibn Majah. Ibn Majah is a book of hadith, a book of sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In that book, this hadith is recorded, Lal Mahdi illa Isa, which means that Mahdi and Isa are the same person. So we believe that Mahdi is the same person which has been called Isa or Messiah also. He has two names, Messiah and Mahdi. Messiah because he has to reform, he has a duty here, he has a mandate to reform the Christians, and Mahdi, he has the title of Mahdi because he has a mandate to reform the Muslims. So that is why he got two names, but people thought that these two names are two different people. No, they are the same person. Mahdi and Isa is the same man, and this is the claim of the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission, that he is the Messiah for this age, he is the Mahdi for this age.
The Mahdi, he is the same as the Messiah. And what Christians believe that he is Jesus Christ. Okay, so he is Jesus Christ in a reincarnated form, or that's not it.
He came in the spirit and power of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Let me elaborate it a little. We know in the Bible about Elijah. Bible says that Elijah went up into the sky, and later people were waiting for Elijah to come from the sky. But Jesus said that John the Baptist is Elijah, and the parents of John the Baptist were informed that he is will come in the spirit and power of Elijah. So John the Baptist came in the spirit and power of Elijah. That was the second coming of Elijah. So this is how Elijah came. Otherwise, the Jews at that time were waiting for Elijah to come from the sky. And Jesus said, no Elijah will come from the sky. John the Baptist is Elijah. So in the same way, Christians are waiting for the same Jesus to come from the sky. But founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission has come in the spirit and power of the Messiah.
Okay, more or less, just like the Jews are waiting for the Elijah to return. and Christians are also waiting for Jesus to return from the sky. In reality, you say that Jesus has returned in the person of Imam Mahdi.
Yes. He has come in the person of, Messiah has come in the person of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam. So this is our belief, that he is the Messiah for this age. No Messiah will come from the sky.
We all know Islam started in Saudi Arabia or and also in Mecca. Is that the same? Yes. Why did let me say the Ahmadis faith? Why did your faith also started?
Our faith started from the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because we believe in Islam. We are not separate from Islam. That we should say that our faith started from somewhere else. No, our faith started from the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rather, even before that, because we believe in Prophet Adam, we believe in Prophet Noah, we believe in Prophet Abraham. So we believe in all the prophets. So our faith started with the coming of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. But currently, we are Muslims. We call ourselves Muslims. So we believe in Islam. But our difference is that we believe in the Messiah and Imam Mahdi in this age. And that Messiah and Imam Mahdi was born in India, in a small village of India that is called Qadian. So he was born in Qadian, and so we can't say that our faith started from India, Qadian. No, our faith started from the Holy Prophet ﷺ, or even before that. And the Mahdi and Messiah appeared in India, Qadian.
Okay, so more or less, you trace your faith from Prophet Muhammad.
Yes.
Okay, and also let's get to this place. I want you to tell us more about let me say Jesus Christ. Who is Jesus Christ to the Ahmadis?
According to the Ahmadiyya belief, Jesus Christ alayhi salam, Isa Nabiullah alayhi salam, is a prophet of God according to the Holy Quran, according to the sayings of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Isa alayhi salam is a prophet of God. He was born from the belly of his mother Mary, and we believe that Mary, Hazrat Maryam, was a holy and chaste lady, and she gave birth to Isa alayhi salam without a father, without the agency of a father. So Isa alayhi salam was born without a father. It was a miracle of God at that time. And so we believe that Jesus Christ alayhi salam is a holy man, is not the Son of God the way Christians take him to be a Son of God. He was a man. He was the son of Mary, Ibn Maryam. He is called Ibn Maryam in Islam, Isa Ibn Maryam. And we believe him to be a prophet of God. He came as a prophet, and he lived in the world as a prophet, and he survived crucifixion. He was put on the cross. He survived crucifixion. He didn't die on the cross. After that, he went to Galilee. He stayed there for 40 days. From there, he went to Kashmir, and through Afghanistan, Pakistan, he went to Kashmir, and he died at the age of 120 and died there, and he was buried there in India, in Kashmir, in Srinagar. The name of the town is Srinagar, where he was buried. And even today, if you Google, you can check the grave, the tomb of Jesus Christ in Kashmir. So we believe that Jesus Christ is not the Son of God the way Christians believe. Jesus Christ did not go up in the sky the way the other Muslims believe. We believe that he died on this earth as a prophet, and as for the promise of his second coming, that was to be fulfilled in the person of another person. And that is why founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mission claimed that he is the Messiah for this age.
So you believe that Jesus Christ is the same as Imam Mahdi. He is in the form of Imam Mahdi in the present age, in this our present age. Or if I get you right.
No, Jesus Christ came 2000 years before.
Before Imam Mahdi?
No, not before Imam Mahdi. I'm talking about the prophet Jesus Christ, the prophet of Bible, the man of Bible. He came 2000 years before. in Jerusalem.
Okay.
He came, he died, he passed away. After him came Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Messiah will come again. Jesus Christ also said that I will come again. So second coming of Jesus Christ or second coming of Messiah is in fact the coming of the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim nation. He has two titles. One is Messiah and the second title is Mahdi. So he is Messiah and he is also Mahdi. But his name is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian.
Okay. So what is the meaning of Mahdi?
Mahdi means who guides, who receives guidance from God and guides the world.
You all believe in the Quran, and you say that Imam Mahdi, he also, he traces, the basis of his faith from Prophet Muhammad. And in the Quran, we do have this belief, some people out there do have this belief that if you're a Muslim and you die in war, I hope you die in war, and you go to paradise, and in that place you'll be given virgins, and that you marry. What's your faith about? Do you have that faith as Ahmadis?
As for the promise of paradise as a result of death in a war, this is not exclusive to Islam only.
Okay.
In Christians also, when they fought crusades,
Yeah.
they were also given promises of paradise by their pastors. So it is this promise that if you fight a war and you die in the war, in a religious war, you will go to paradise is not exclusive to Islam. This promise is given in the Christianity also.
Let's come back to this. You were saying that what makes you different from other Muslims is that they believe that Jesus is in the sky and he will come back again. And he wasn't like crucified at all. He was vanished. Is that the only thing that makes you different from the other Islamic sects?
One difference is that of death of Jesus Christ. The other Muslims believe that Jesus was not crucified. He was not put on the cross. The day he was to be crucified, he was lifted up by God in the sky. So this is the other Muslims' belief. Our belief is that Jesus was put on the cross. He survived crucifixion, and then he went to Galilee, and from Galilee he went to Kashmir, and he fulfilled his mission of preaching the message to the lost tribes of House of Israel. And these children of Bani Israelites, these Afghanis and Kashmiris, these are descendants of Bani Israelites. So Jesus Christ survived crucifixion. He didn't go up in the sky. Other Muslims believe he went into the sky and he will come again. Quran denies this belief. Quran does not support this belief. According to Quran, Jesus Christ died on this earth because Quran says that all the prophets before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam have passed away. Jesus Christ came 600 years before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So according to this verse, and there are many more verses, there are about 30 verses in the Quran which prove that Jesus Christ died on this earth. He was never taken up into the sky. So he cannot come back again.
Do you believe in the Bible?
Yes, we believe in the Bible.
Okay. Can you give me, a place in the Bible which says Jesus wasn't crucified, and also he was buried in the place that you're talking about in India? Do you have a place, or a reference in the Bible like that?
The Bible does not record the life of Jesus Christ after crucifixion. After crucifixion, they just go up to Galilee, and from Galilee, when they say that Jesus went up into the sky, after that, Bible is silent about the life of Jesus Christ. So Bible does not mention anything at all about Jesus going to Kashmir and his being buried in Kashmir. But Quran mentions that.
Praise, can you give us that reference in the Quran?
Yes, Quran says, "Awaynahuma ila rabbatin zate kararin wa ma'in." It means that talking about Jesus and his mother, Quran says that we gave shelter, refuge to Jesus and his mother in an elevated place of mountains where there were springs of water and green valleys. So that is exactly where Kashmir is. Kashmir in India is exactly the same place. It is of green valleys and green mountains and a place of fresh waters. So Quran says that we gave protection, we gave refuge to Jesus and his mother in an elevated place. So this reference of Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse number 50, is the same which gives us location of Jesus, that he went there and he was given refuge, because to give refuge means to save somebody whose life is in danger. And there was only one chance in the life of Jesus when his life was in danger, that was crucifixion. So after crucifixion, Jesus was given refuge when he traveled out of this area and went to eastern countries and lived there up to the age of 120 and died there. So according to Quran, he went to the place, to Kashmir place, but according to Bible does not mention anything after it says that Jesus went into the sky.
Let me say that portion is not recorded in the Bible,
Yes.
but in the Quran.
Yes,
Okay,
it is
so
mentioned there.
okay, what's your belief about Judgment Day?
Judgment Day, we believe in the Judgment Day, that on the Judgment Day, all the souls will be accountable before God, and everyone who is a person who has done good deeds, he will be rewarded as entrance in the paradise, and those who have been disbelievers, or who had been rejecting the prophets, or who had been cruel in the world, or doing bad deeds, their place is, their abode will be hell, which is the same in Christianity and in Islam. This belief of heaven and hell is almost the same in Christianity and Islam.
When we come to Judgment Day, people will be judged based on their deeds on earth. So, what role does Imam Mahdi plays in judgment? If any person believes in Imam Mahdi's teachings, grant the person's, let me say, a place in heaven.
According to the Holy Quran and according to the divine books of God, it is compulsory to believe in a prophet of God,
Okay.
in a reformer of God. For example, let me give you example of Jesus Christ. When Jesus came, the Jews rejected him. And we believe that those Jews who rejected Jesus, they will not get a place in paradise except the one whom God Almighty wishes to give a place. So it is compulsory, according to the Bible and according to Quran, it is compulsory to believe in a reformer of God, in a prophet of God. So whoever believes in a prophet of God, he has greater chance of entering into paradise, because his belief will be on the right way. Then definitely he will do deeds that will take him to paradise.
According to Ahmadis, you believe that the Messiah has come in the form of Imam Mahdi. But we do have some sects also who are waiting for the Mahdi. I could remember I read a piece about one of, let me say, Iran. He was their PM, Ahmadinejad. He was delivering a speech at one of the universities, and he got to your point, and he said that God should hasten the coming of the Mahdi. And according to them, they believe that Mahdi will come when there is chaos in the world. Like, what do you think about that?
We believe that definitely the Mahdi was to come in the time of chaos.
Okay.
And chaos means not only fighting in the world,
Okay.
it can be a spiritual chaos also. But according to Islam, Imam Mahdi's time for coming is the 14th century after the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And 14th century, the beginning of the 14th century, is the time which Muslims believe that that is the time for the coming of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, and that is the time for the coming of Messiah alayhi salam. So the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission claimed to be the Messiah and Imam Mahdi in the beginning of the 14th century.
Okay. All right. So more or less, he came during the 14th century.
In the beginning of the 14th century. Now we are almost in the middle of the 15th century. It means the time for the coming of Messiah is already over. 140. We are now in 1443rd year of Hijrah after the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if you count from the beginning of the 14th century, then you are in the middle of the 15th century, means 143 years have passed since the time of the coming of the Imam Mahdi and Messiah alayhi salam. So according to Islam, Imam Mahdi alayhi salam should have appeared in the world 143 years before. That is the time when Christian pastors started saying this is the time for Messiah to come. Earlier Christian pastors were giving dates that Messiah will come in 1835. Then they said Messiah will come in 1842. Then they gave different other dates, 1860, 1870, 1890, different other dates. After 1900, when they themselves became disappointed by the coming of the Messiah from the sky, then they stopped giving dates and they started saying Jesus is coming soon. So for more than 100 years, Christians are saying Jesus is coming soon. And the Jesus of their understanding is not coming from the sky. So the time period of the coming of the Messiah and Imam Mahdi is exactly the same in the Christian sect, Christianity and in Islam. That is the beginning of 14th century, almost 150 years before. So Christians also started saying 150 years before that this is the time for Messiah to come. Muslims also believe that 150 years before is the time for Messiah and Imam Mahdi to come. And founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission claimed at that time, when there was chaos in the world, when there was fighting, religious fighting everywhere in the world, people were fighting to defend their own faiths. Christians were fighting to defend Christianity. Muslims were fighting to defend Islam. Hindus were fighting to defend their own religion. And all these three major religions are found in India, where the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission claimed 150 years before, 130 years before, that he is the Messiah for this age. So the timing of the coming of Messiah is not different in Christianity or in Islam. That is about 150 years before. And that is the time when founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission came, and he said that after me no Messiah will come from the sky, and his words are proving to be true even until to date, because Messiah hasn't come down from the sky for 100 years.
The ultimate thing is the Shahada, believe that Allah is one, and the last among it is Hajj. Do you believe in the 5 pillars of Islam? That is Zakat, Salah, performance of Salah, that is Ramadan. These pillars.
We believe in all the 5 tenets of Islam. They are the basics of Islam. Belief in Kalima Shahada, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. We believe in Salat. We believe in Zakat. We believe in Hajj. We believe in fasting in the month of Ramadan. So these are the basic tenets of Islam. We believe in all these things. We believe, besides these, we believe in the angels. We believe in the hereafter. We believe in fate. We believe in the books of God Almighty. We believe in all the prophets in the world. So these are the basics of Islam, and we believe in all these things.
So thank you very much for your time, Malvi. And before we bring everything to an end, what do you want to tell our viewers about the Ahmadi faith? What do you want to tell them? Any word of advice?
Another difference which we have with other Muslims or mainstream Muslims is that the other mainstream Muslims believe that when the Mahdi comes, when the Messiah will come, they will fight in the world, and then they will establish their truthfulness through fighting and war. So we believe that this is not the age of fighting and wars, religious fighting and wars. Political fighting can continue for political reasons or for other reasons, but the religious fighting is no more allowed in this world, because nobody is fighting on the basis of religion. Fighting on the basis of religion is only allowed when the other party is also fighting on the basis of religion. When Christians were fighting against Muslims some 500-600 years before, Muslims were also fighting against Christians at that time. Now, the Christians or other religions, they are not fighting against Islam to prove their religion. So Islam also should not go into fighting. As I told you earlier, that Islam is not a religion that believes in war and warfare. The wars of the Holy Prophet ﷺ were defensive wars. He fought only to defend his faith and his religion. So later his wars were termed as if he was fighting, or his khulafa, his successors were fighting to convert people into their religion, which is absolutely wrong. So we believe that in this age also, the fighting for religious reason is not allowed, and anybody who goes for fighting for religious reasons, as for example Boko Haram or Daesh or the other, in Christians also some people commit suicides, and in Hinduism also some people commit suicides for religious reasons. Such things are not allowed in Islam at all. So we do not believe in such things. We believe in peace, that the message of God should be spread to the world through peace, through peaceful means, and it is the faith cannot be established by getting greater number. It is a matter of winning hearts, and hearts cannot be won through warfare and missiles and guns and swords. Hearts can be won only through preaching. So our message to the world is that Islam is a peaceful religion, and its message can be conveyed and delivered and can win the world only through peace. So this is our message. And another thing which you asked about, our message to the world is that the Messiah and Imam Mahdi, for which the world is still waiting, we believe that that Messiah and Imam Mahdi is already come in the world. No one will come from the sky. Christians have already been waiting for 150 years for him to come from the sky, but he's not coming. Muslims are waiting for more than 100 years. He's not coming. But the one that has already come, they are not ready to accept him. As when Jesus came, the Jews were not ready to accept him. They said, no, he can't be the Messiah. They rejected him. But God supported him, and within 300 years, it was established that he was a true prophet of God. In the same way, today, though majority of the world is not paying attention towards the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission as Messiah and Imam Mahdi, but the prophecies of the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission is that within next 300 years, much before 300 years, the Ahmadiyya will dominate the world, and there will be only one religion in the world, that will be the Ahmadiyya Islam.